Okay, let's see. I'll give a minute just to have people get on if they so choose. Ooh. It's looking good. Let's button this up. Our Airbnb has this beautiful stained glass everywhere. You only see one, this part of it. Dang, I say it has it everywhere, but I can't see it anywhere else. It's inside our room though. Dang, I don't like that I have to admit people. Hey, Alan, good to see that you're here. Let's wait for everyone else to get in. I don't know why I have to admit people. I don't like that. Should be able to just join. It's okay. Let's see here. Give it another minute, and then I will share my screen. Let's see here. Anyone else trying to get in yet? Looks like not yet. I'll give one more minute, and then I'll switch it off. Okay, let's see. Live. Okay, cool. I'll get it started. Recording this so I can post a recording for everyone else. And let's see here. Boom. Okay. Close this stuff out. Alan, by the way, thank you for saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. So awesome. I gotta pull up the Zoom window too to make sure that if anyone's trying to get in. Let's see. Cool. Okay. I think it should show me. All right. So what I want to look at, I just want to roll through some charts. That's what I'm feeling. Actually, pause really quick. Let me stop sharing just to show you guys the view. There's a beautiful field here. Some cows out there. This is the Airbnb. I'm in Palenque, Chiapas, Mexico. Just here till Friday. So, okay, let's go back to the charts. So I want to start off with Bitcoin, honestly. So let's see here. Send this to your email. Yeah, let me do that really quick, Alan. Mary, good to see you. Just gonna send Alan this link really quick. Thing. Okay, compose. What can we close here? Running a little slow, admit. Augustina, good to see you. Hopping in. Okay, there we go. Zoom. Okay, Alan, let's see here. Pull up a signal. Okay, Alan, I'm sending that now. Okay, just sent, so that should come through any second. Okay, what's up, guys? What's up? Everyone else entering. just as I was about to go into charts, you guys came in at perfect time. Perfect time, perfect time. So here's Nick. Cool. Okay. Let's roll into these charts, guys. For everyone that didn't see, I know it's a small window, but this is the view. Very inspiring. The sun rose over there. I just bought a new drone a couple days ago, so I got some drone footage of everything. So I'll probably post that to Instagram. So beautiful. Chiapas, Mexico. You guys have to check it out. It's a different state. From where I was, different from where I was. I was in Quintana Roo. That's where Tulum is. So going back home Friday. Yeah, the first chart I want to look at is crypto. I love charts. You see, it's my birthday, and what do I want to do? Analyze charts. Bitcoin doesn't, it's not ready to go up, guys. It's not. Ricardo's not on here. Maybe he'll watch the recording. Ricardo's the one that really believes, really wants it to go up. And I'm happy because he bought a bunch at like 3,500. So happy that he did that. And he didn't sell though up at 70,000 like he could have. What I'm happy about is that it took a lot of convincing, but we got him to sell at least one coin around this area that we're in now, which is so good because you know the point is we want to have fuel. We want to have fuel to buy lower because you know that's one of my biggest rules with trading or with crypto is I always have money ready to buy if it goes lower. Always, always, always. Because if we expend all of our ammo and then it goes down lower, we're gonna miss out on so much opportunity. You know, so Bitcoin specifically, and you know the whole crypto market, I still think Bitcoin will go 12K. Yeah, probably. 9K would be beautiful. If we could go back down to like 4K, that would be amazing. Would I love it to go up right now? Yeah, of course, of course, of course. But I'm logical. I'm looking at what's most probable. Okay, so let's just look at the pattern. Okay, we can all clearly see. Just draw an arrow here. We're going down. We're not going up. So there's your analysis on Bitcoin. Okay. No, but for real, like you know, here on the daily chart, let's go to the weekly. No, we'll go to the daily. See how we come down strong. Here we paused for a little while, even came up a little bit, came down, pause sideways, move down, pause sideways, move down, pause sideways. What's probably next? Now, this is a strong support level, potentially was a strong support level that we're at now because this is the high of 2017, 2017, 2018. So we're right at that level, but we're not seeing a bounce. Let's just take a look at let's look at over here when we came down and then we went up. Look at the price action. See how we're getting some strong wicks here? Strong wicks say people are pushing that price up, right? We don't have anything like that right here. Even right here, we had a strong wick and the candles kind of slowed down, but we went down. Here we had a couple wicks and then we had some continuation. We're not getting that so far. So here on this weekly candle, we still have 4 days left, so we can't really make a decision yet. But if you guys have watched the course or if we've talked about it and coached on it, Bollinger Band, so that, you know, the moving average here, this moving average is a strong resistance level. Notice how we've gone sideways. We kind of got close to that and we've rejected. Now we haven't gotten strong continuation, strong movement downwards, but we haven't had strong movement upwards either. We had that support and I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm not saying to sell, like to get into a short, but I definitely, you know, I've already bought some. I bought some in the last couple weeks. In the last week, literally last week, I bought some. But I now, for all of my money that I have ready to buy crypto, out of all my available money to buy crypto, I have like probably 12 or 15% actually in crypto. The rest is in dollars or dollar coins like Tether, you know, or like USDC. So I am waiting. and patient. We're just not getting the bounce. We're not getting the upward movement that we would like for it to move up. So we wait. Saber here, one of my favorite coins. If you guys haven't checked Saber out or heard me talk about it yet, it's a beautiful coin. I never expected this to go below 3 cents, but now we're at 0.003 cents, which is amazing because this all-time high was $1. And I believe that eventually one day it'll peak $5, maybe even $10. Not exaggerating. It's because inherently what it does, it's a decentralized coin, powerful. It provides cross-chain liquidity. What that means is it allows for people, or not people, but coins on the Solana blockchain. Okay, to think about it, Solana blockchain, it's like how you can go to GoDaddy.com and build your own website, right? You can go to Solana and build your own coin. You can go to Ethereum and build your own crypto coin. Same thing is like building a website on these different websites. And so what Saber does is for every coin that's on the Solana blockchain, it allows you to move those coins back and forth towards each other. It's really important. Otherwise, they're separate coins, and I couldn't send you, Zeller coin to, cow coin, right? It doesn't mix. I'm just saying that because the cow's in front of me. Cows are awesome. Cows are so cool. I flew my drone. It's kind of mean, but not that mean. I flew the drone over behind the cows to like I hate scaring people or cows, but I scare them towards us so they come closer, and it was really cool. Anyways, I wasn't terrorizing them. I just wanted to see them. And it's still selfish, I know. But anyway, Saber is doing that cross-chain liquidity though, and making it so it's easier to move things back and forth. Another coin that does that, but for Ethereum, is Rune right here, Thorchain. This is another awesome coin to buy. This all-time high was at $20, maybe a little more, $21. And it's because it's on Ethereum. It's been around longer. It's doing the same thing. Yeah, Saber been around a shorter amount of time. It's only been out since August of last year. Not saying buy it now, but yeah, it's a good buy. Like any crypto that you buy right now, or that you've bought ever, not any, but anything that's providing value, that's actually doing something cool, will go up. You will make money if you given the right time frame, if you wait long enough. Okay, this bear market, if we judge off of the previous bear market, let's just look at Bitcoin. It was about 3 years, and I witnessed all of it. I got to see every bit of it, from the bottom, from the top, the bottom before the top in 2017 to the top in 2017 December, to the bottom, all through 2018, and even touching again in 2020. I was around for all this. So let's measure from here, December 2017, that top, till we started to test it again, December 2020. That's 3 years. Okay. So potentially could be 2.5, 3 years before we get up to the 60, 70K level again. Very possible. On top of that, we went down 85% from that top, 85% at 19,000 down to 3,500. If we go from 69,000 down 85%, that comes to around $12,000 or $13,000 Bitcoin. Okay, it could still go lower for sure. So I thought so many times that, it won't go lower. There's no way. It's impossible. And it just kept going. Look at this. Oh, it won't go lower. I said that at 10K. Went up, went down to 9K. Oh, it won't go lower. Went down to 5K. Went up. Oh, it won't go lower. And I thought that for this whole time. And then we tanked even farther. So anyway, I'm just saying, be prepared. Crypto, there's so much opportunity. And yes, we are all going to make so much money from crypto. But this moment is time for patience. If we think like a trader, think like a professional trader, if anyone on here is not making money full time yet from trading, we have to start having the mindset of what a professional trader thinks like. So if you had $1 million in your trading account, you wouldn't need to force a trade every single day, would you? No, you would be able to wait for the perfect opportunity. You would be sitting and waiting and patient for that perfect opportunity to not just make a little bit of money, but to take your portfolio to crazy highs, right? So if we are going to think like a professional trader, if we're going to be a professional trader, we have to think like a professional trader. And so that equals patience. Okay. Luckily, in this time, we have Forex, we have commodities like gold and silver that we can trade that are moving up and down, providing us opportunity. But when it comes to crypto, building wealth, we got to have a 3 to 5 or even 10-year game plan. Okay. Okay. So I think that's pretty good on crypto. What am I buying? I bought a little bit of Saber, I bought some Solana, and I bought some Bitcoin. Basically, those are the only ones that I bought. Otherwise, I'm holding, I'm waiting, I'm patient. Okay, US oil. I wish I would have bought in on that dip the other week. Last week, I think it dipped. It dipped pretty good, but we're coming up to a resistance level. So let's see. Oil, I predicted we go to 140. We only went to 123 so far. Doesn't mean that we're not going to head there. Doesn't mean that we will. I do like that. Even though everyone's complaining, oh, inflation, oh, recession, all this, all that. The dollar is actually pretty strong right now. We can look at DXY here. I don't really look at this chart, honestly, very often, but I just want to show you guys that the dollar, this is the currency index. This just says the strength of the dollar. Look how bullish the dollar is. This is how strong. This is showing basically how strong is the currency. Because we can see, if we go to a weekly chart here, sorry, I got this Mexican internet here. See 2008, where we tanked? That was a whole recession, 2008, right? Some of us were present for that. I wasn't doing anything financially. I was in like 8th grade, 9th grade, so I wasn't really doing much. But anyway, that dip there, we'll notice how we are in this uptrend. We actually just broke a recent resistance level on the dollar, so it looks pretty strong. So the thing with news, this is why I don't really trade fundamentals. I trade technicals. Technicals are the patterns in the charts, are because most of the time you want to do whatever is opposite of what everyone else is doing. Okay. So, yeah, since everyone's complaining about a recession, probably good to not worry about that. Okay, so let's see if we can find any trades really quick. I don't know if I'll make a trade unless it's like super obvious. Okay, British pound versus Japanese yen. We've kind of slowed down. We're at the support level. However, we kind of bounced here. And support, I mean the moving average. We bounced a little bit, but we're not continuing at the moment. This doesn't mean that we won't, but this is kind of, with this dip here going down below the moving average, it might mean that this trend isn't as strong as we thought. However, also got this green line. We did make a higher low, but we rejected at the same top. So we didn't really make a higher high yet. So I personally wouldn't trade unless we break down below the moving average, even the support line, potentially looking for a break of this trend. Otherwise, just wait. Or wait for till we break that high again, because we're so close to it. At least on the daily chart, I don't see much. If you want to look at the lower time frames, yeah, 4 hours is kind of wait right now. I'd be more interested in sells based off the 4 hour. Yeah, even here on the 1 hour, just see strong wicks here, strong wicks at the top, projecting off of the top Bollinger Band. So yeah, nothing that I'd want to trade at the moment. USD JPY, we just keep heading up. This means that Japanese currency is heading down while the US dollar is also heading up. So we're in this strong uptrend. Yeah, if you want to follow the trend, you could go on the small time frame and just kind of wait for a retest. What do I mean by retest? I mean, look at how here we kind of tested that bottom Bollinger Band. Here we tested the bottom Bollinger Band. We went up, tested the moving average, went up. got close to it here, went up, tested the bottom band, went up, tested the bottom band. Oh, right here, went up. Here we close outside. You don't want the close outside. If it closes outside, that's where you sit on your hands and you wait. And then when you test, what I mean by close outside is see how the candlestick literally closed outside of the band. Since that happens, you don't want to get into a buy because it closed on the bottom side. But then when it closes on the top side, you look for that retest, and that could be your time. So here was a good retest. It went up. Even though we went down lower, we tested the bottom band. We didn't close outside. We ended up going up even higher. So yeah, closing outside of the top bands here. Usually when we close outside of the top band, that means that we will continue, but the time to get in the trade is not when we close outside. It's when we get that retest. So here, see how we didn't close a candle outside, but we got strong wicks testing that bottom, and then we went higher. I don't see a trade right now. On that one, Euro USD though, I kind of do, but because of the level we're at, so what I see is a sell. So here we close outside of the bottom band. Here we tested, we went up. We kind of closed outside the top, but then that canceled out by us closing outside of the bottom band here. Now we've come up and we've retested this moving average, and you see how we're engulfing. We just engulfed these two daily candles here, these two two upward candles, bullish candles, and now we're moving down. So to me, it looks like a good sell. How low can we go? So I have, if I go back to right here in 2017 January, we have that strong support line. So I don't know, guys. Here on the weekly, we can see that we went up from right here, and then when we came down, we tested the beginning of this little upward movement, and we got a strong wick. So because that upward pressure on the weekly, it says wait, but on the daily it says, hey, we probably will head down. To me, on the daily, that's not enough of a trade or enough of a risk to reward ratio to get in the trade. So let's see, short, bing, bing. Yeah, look at that. That risk to reward ratio is so off, because even though it could go lower, it's the last two times we touched this orange line, we bounced up, you see? So when I'm making the sell, because we got an engulfing, we're bouncing off of that moving average. To me, I'm like, okay, for sure it looks like it will go down. At what point am I wrong? Well, I'm wrong if we go up. Well, where does it need to go for me to think that it's going up? Well, we have to go above where it's rejecting here. Okay, see how it came up, rejected, moving down. So we would have to go above that for me to be wrong. So that's where I'm putting where my potential stop loss would be. Okay. So my take profit is I'm going to, even though we could go lower, I'm going to plan on the most obvious level, which is this orange line in the last 1, 2. And if we go back to 2017, see if it'll load for me. But you saw in 2017, why I drew that line, we bounced there at that time as well. So we wouldn't want to plan for it to go lower, because the last few times we touched it, like I said, it's gone up. So to me, not enough of a trade, or not enough of a risk to reward to make. So what I would say is, I have this alert here, but I'm going to I want to see if it breaks down below. If it breaks below, see this here, I did a little alert. You can download the TradingView app on your phone, and you can make an alert to where you guys, let me click on it. You can see here, it notifies me in the app on my phone. So if we go to that level, that means we're breaking, and that's when I could get into a sell, is if we break that level. Okay, and then what I would do is I would simply find the next support and resistance levels, which I just base that off of history here. So here I can see 2002, really, 2001, 2000. Right here where we came down, we went up, rejected, went up, rejected, kind of rejected in the same area. Here when we came up, we can see right there we supported. So see this line here, see how we touched it there, there, and there. So that would be my next level, honestly. Yeah, looks good. Cool. So I wait. Don't see a trade. Move on. Okay, GBP USD. We're going down. This could be a good trade, honestly. I'm seeing the same pattern basically as Euro USD, which just says that the dollar is going up. If these ones are going down, that means the dollar is going up. I got my support levels already drawn on here. See how we already tested this one. We bounced up and now we didn't continue. We rejected. 4 hours. Boom. Rejected off that top band. Moving down lower. Yeah. So on this one, this honestly looks on the 4 hour like a decent trade. So let's say we entered here. Where I would put my stop loss on this one is basically above this support line. Okay. So because for me to be wrong, it's going to go up. We would have to cross above where we rejected, but also above what's now resistance, right? See here, we were supported, resisted. That's where we'd have to go. So technically it'd be here. I'd give it a little space. I'm not actually making this trade. I'm just drawing it out to see if it would be a good trade to make. And I can draw down to this support level here. Still not a good trade, honestly. See, we're at a 1.26. We want to be at a minimum 1.5 risk to reward ratio. So in that case, this is a no trade zone for me. Plus another little line that I see here on the 4 hour, a support line, is I can see where here we supported, here we resisted, here we supported. So boom, look at that. So a little hidden line there. If we break below that, that could be one, and then it could look something like this. But even then, it doesn't look great. So we move on. That's all. Okay, here on gold. Gold looks like it wants to just tank. We're really close to the support level though, so it's not something that I'd really want to get into. Let me go out to the higher time frame. Why this support level? Notice how he went up really strong, had this blow off top. Blow off top, what does that mean? I see a strong wick where we pushed up really strong and we weren't held up. So it was like a rocket ship. And yeah, blew off all the steam and then we've come down. And notice how we've had support right where this upward movement started, a strong upward movement. Notice how that's the exact same spot where we touched and we have bounced. Now we didn't really continue though. So we're moving down because we're so close to that support level based on this weekly. I wouldn't want to make the trade. Daily, we're pretty close as well. We could draw it out, see what it would look like. Short. Boom. So you put it up above here. This is where we rejected. And even here, see that support level? Not so good. Now, if we break below it, go here. Let me pull up okay. Just pulling up the chat, make sure no one was saying anything. If you guys have questions or if you have a chart you want me to analyze or anything at all, just hit me up. Let me know. I'm not going to go too much longer. We're going to go get massages soon. So what I could do if we break that is I could plan for it to go to the next level. Simple as that. So we'll see. It's not there yet. What's my computer at? Cool, we at 12%. All right. So silver is going to do the same thing as gold. British pound versus Australian dollar. This one we've been getting some crazy sideways for eternity, it feels like. On the weekly here, notice how we're testing the moving average. Wow. Okay, let's see what the weekly close is like in 2 days. But if we touch this and we reject, basically, okay, here's what I'm looking at. I want you to see what I'm seeing, guys. Okay, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up. About to go down, what I think. Okay, this is a really, really important pattern recognition thing, okay? You guys paying attention? Yeah? Okay. Engulfing. I talk about in the course, if you've seen it, or in person, on the coaching calls, or otherwise, you might have heard other places as well about engulfing candles. Okay, so just to explain briefly, an engulfing candle is when a candle is bigger than the previous. So like here, see how this one is bigger than the previous. The body is what I'm looking at, specifically the candle body. Basically, imagine a math class where they had the greater than symbol, right? And when they taught me in math, it was like a little alligator. We would draw teeth on the greater than or less than symbol because the one that's bigger or smaller or whatever, it would want to eat the bigger one. It's kind of a funny thing to think about, but I see it as this candle is big enough to overtake the previous. Okay, so here's where the important pattern recognition thing is that I'm mentioning. I look at not just the individual candles, I look at the whole movement, okay? So here we have an upward movement, boom, 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 these 4 candles, and here's a downward movement. Notice how this one downward movement, the body, was bigger than all the bodies of the whole upward movement. You see what I'm saying? So this right here, we overtook this whole downward movement. All right, and then we went up. We couldn't overtake this upward movement. And then again in a downward movement, we overtook this whole upward movement of these 2 candles. See how the body closed way below? And again, here's a downward movement. We came up 1, 2, 3 candles, and notice this upward movement was not able to overtake this downward movement. You see how I'm lining my mouse up right here, my crosshairs, with the very top of this downward movement, the bodies. Remember, I'm looking at specifically the bodies right now. So we weren't able to overtake it. See how it's kind of curving a little bit? See how this little curve? And so we're about to, looks like we're also rejecting off of what is a resistance level. So this is the weekly chart. So this could play out over time. Now, what I would love to see is on an individual candlestick level in 2 days and 6 hours, I want to see this candle, this bearish candle, engulf this bullish one. So if this body is just simply bigger than this body, to me, that is a symbol, a signal of what is to come. Okay, following? Any questions on that, guys? No? Okay. So, and if you have a question, just type it up. Be good. Or you can talk too. I got my volume turned up. So in that case, to plan a potential trade, see how we've touched this green line a couple times. Here we went up, here we went up, didn't go down as low this time. So if I were to make a trade, I'd want to wait, of course, for this weekly candle to close. But let's say we close down below here, put my stop loss above where the rejection is, and then I could plan for it to go all the way down here. And then this is a good trade. That's on the weekly. So I could watch the daily and such. Not going to make the trade now, but we would wait. So, okay. Not 100% sure, but definitely looks that way. GBP AUD, GBP CAD. I'm pretty good on Forex pairs right now. I'm just not seeing anything obvious, so it's all good. All good with me. Well, you're odd. Looks like I attempted a sell here. I didn't actually make the trade. I haven't really made a trade, honestly, last week or this week. This one seems kind of bullish. We're at this resistance line, though. So we could potentially have a sell incoming. This is really common. Move down, hit support, move up, break, support, move down, retest it as resistance. So let's see in a couple of days what it looks like. But if we can't overtake this resistance line, then to me, that looks like a good sell back down to this other one. So cool. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I haven't had much trades recently. Been really focused the last few days on traveling, but let me just tell you guys really quick what I'm doing. And if you guys feel you connect and want to feel like you might be able to add value with stuff, then great. I have a blockchain project I'm working on that I don't need help on right now, actually, but it's really cool what we're doing. We're basically going to help traditional businesses to upgrade their business model, get onto blockchain, get onto crypto. So that's the whole thing. I'll have more information on that as we progress. Right now, we're having a blockchain being built, so it'll take time. Here's what I need assistance on. I'm going to build a fund. Okay. I mentioned this to you guys, or to a couple of you. And this fund is going to be, we're going to make it semi-public, what needs to be done. We need to have another blockchain built, but this is going to be an investment fund where, a team of traders, potentially you guys in here, but anyone who's in the Signal group really has the opportunity to trade these funds. What needs to be done for it? We need the blockchain built. That's number one. Number two, traders. We got to have like consistency in trading. I have access to a lot of investors who, when I tell them the right words and we have the right guarantee behind the words, they'll give us lots of money. Finding the money is not the hard part. The hard part is going to be backing up what we say we can do. So it's very possible to do some awesome numbers. Imagine if we can offer, we will offer 50% return yearly on someone's money. They're going to be stoked on that. They literally have to do nothing and they get 50% return a year. Are you joking? I know that in the right state with the right team, if we're voting on all our trades, we will be able to produce much higher than that in a year, 100%, 200%, 300%. Some years maybe less, some years even more, a lot more. So if we can average guarantee the return of 50%, the extra, that's profit for us. But more importantly, that is building the fund to where we will be able to fund communities, communities where, yeah, I'm really stoked. Regenerative communities. I have the vision of creating spaces for anyone and everyone, especially people who are helping to trade in the fund, but anyone to just go, and we have any type of coach you need, any type of healing, any type of anything available for anyone that wants to escape the matrix, go to a safe place where they can just be, and we will take care of them and we will assist them to then create their own business, their own venture. We'll fund them, we'll do all of that, and where we get the return is we'll own a piece of what they do. So we'll be really selective with it. And it even gets greater than that. I have vision past that as well. But that's where I need assistance. So what that means is, first of all, keep practicing your trading. If you guys want to contribute to that, that's a big thing. Secondly, all the things that it takes to build communities, all that, we're looking at that as well. So, and then as for everything else, the Ascended Trader itself, the brand, that's growing. I recently just hired, I have 2 now partner coaches. Some of you are in the Fibonacci system with Keon. He's one. Others, you guys may know Amala or Angelo. He's started to help with coaching as well. There's an opportunity there. It's growing consistently. So, and I'm putting all the money I make from the Ascended Trader coaching back into the brand, into growing it. So keep practicing. If you guys have a drive there, if coaching and stuff interests you, that's something that I kind of need help with right now as well. Let's see. Yeah, what else? Nothing really. That's where we're at. I feel pretty good. My MacBook's about to die. We're at 7%. So I think I'll call it a day. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have anything that you want to add, if you have a vision that you need assistance with, anything at all, please let me know. I love to hear it. Yeah, feeling the love all the time. So I'm gonna go enjoy my birthday and show you guys some cows again really quick and some flowers. Oh, and this guy's close. Might be a mama. Can you even see it? Can't tell. Oh yeah, there we go. Cows are cool. So, yep, I'll be back in Tulum on Friday, back home with the better internet and all that. So, okay, sending you guys love, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.